Today we are at Mission San Juan Capistrano, founded on November 1st, 1776 by Saint Junípero Serra. Of the 9 missions he actually founded, this was the 7th. It has the distinction of having the only church still in existence that he used, and the only altar upon which he offered the holy sacrifice of the Mass that is still in existence. So we will be first going into that church and see that beautiful altar imported from Spain. Now, once inside of the church, I will not be speaking, but please note, since this is the feast day of Saint Teresa of Avila, that there is a lovely statue of her next to the altar, and so we will enter. We will momentarily be going to the Great Stone Church, but first, this is an inner courtyard next to the Great Stone Church. And I'll explain momentarily what happened to that church. We are arriving at what at one time was the Great Stone Church. As you can see, it is in ruins. This church was built after the time of Saint Junípero Serra. It was completed in 1806. But just 6 years later, in 1812, there was an earthquake. And it happened during the Holy Sacrifice of the Mass. So people were killed. If you can imagine something so dramatic and tragic happening while you're attending Mass. So we'll take a look at the ruins of a once very great church. Sanctuary in the altar area. And a lovely loud helicopter. Very curious. Now, since the time I was a little kid, there was always a statue of St. Junípero Serra right there. And it appears to be missing. We shall find out what happened to it. The bells of San Juan Capistrano. And I have found the statue of St. Junípero Serra that used to be outside. I suppose it is the victim of the current trend to erase history. People think that if they knew history, they wouldn't want to remove these statues, but that isn't the case. They just want to erase history. St. Junípero Serra is a man to be emulated, not to be vilified. St. Junípero Serra, pray for us.